Hello, welcome to Understanding the Differences between Gross Pay and Net Pay Calculations. Understanding these calculations for your nanny or domestic employee can save you hundreds of dollars a week. It's important to know the differences prior to negotiating a salary for your employee. Let's first take a look at gross pay calculations. Gross pay refers to the amount that your nanny, housekeeper, or other domestic worker earns before taxes and other deductions. Social Security, Medicare, state, and federal withholding taxes are deducted from the gross wage. Whatever is left is the net pay, and that's paid directly to the employee. As the employer, you do have additional tax responsibilities above the gross pay, such as Social Security and Medicare taxes, along with federal and state unemployment taxes. Let's take a look at an example. Let's say you want to pay your employee $500 each week in a gross wage. You're also going to elect to withhold the employee's federal and state income taxes. You'll enter the number of allowances that the employee will claim and the state where the work will be performed. Also include the number of your dependents and whether or not your employer offers access to a flexible spending account or a dependent care assistance plan. In this example, your employee will have about $100 taken out of their taxes, so their take-home pay would be about $400 a week. In addition, your tax responsibility is about $62 a week, meaning your total responsibility is about $562 per week. You may be eligible for the Child Independent Care tax credits when you file your taxes. That will help reduce your tax responsibility. Now let's take a look at net pay calculations. This is the amount that your nanny, housekeeper, or other domestic worker receives in their paycheck. Let's say you've agreed to a $500 a week net pay for your nanny. Again, you'll indicate the withholding, the number of allowances, the state where the work will be performed, the number of dependents, and whether or not you have access to an FSA or DCAP. When we hit calculate, you'll see that to get to $500 in take-home pay, your employee will have a gross pay of $642, as about $142 will be taken out in taxes. In addition, you will have an $80 responsibility for the employer taxes. So to pay your employee a net of $500 a week, you'll actually have a responsibility of about $721. Now let's compare your gross pay and net pay calculations. With a gross pay of $500 per week, your employer responsibility is $562. In the net pay example, your employer responsibility is $721 per week. That's a $159 difference each week. That means a household employer who doesn't understand the difference between gross and net pay could potentially find themselves paying an additional $159 per week. Know the difference before negotiating your nanny's or household help's pay rate. You can use our nanny tax calculator to help find your employer responsibility. Other resources that can help you include How to Hire a Nanny, the complete household HR handbook authored by GTM's founder and CEO Guy Matalone, available at your local bookstore or online, and IRS Publication 926, the Household Employer's Tax Guide that you can download from irs.gov. We are also here to help. You can call us with your questions at 800-929-9213, email questions@gtm.com, or visit us online at gtm.com/household and see how we can take the hassle out of employment and save you time and money. Thanks very much.